Do you want to be a fearless public speaker? One that's able to seize every opportunity and share your message? Well, if so, today I'm going to share with you a technique that's going to be so helpful to reduce the anxiety and allow you to start speaking with authority. So I'm excited. Stay tuned. Fear. This is commonly associated with public speaking. This is something that keeps coming up. Now, one thing that I hear so often from our clients is that I don't want to fear public speaking anymore. I don't want to feel fear. The thing is, it's probably not going to go away. That's the first thing is that we have to look at it is fear is constant. And a lot of times that's actually really discouraging to clients because they say, oh, I don't want to feel anxious. I don't want to feel nervous. I don't want to feel afraid. Different levels, different devils. Now, what I mean by that is that you can get over the fear. Let's say our clients that come in and they get over the fear of public speaking. Great. Mission accomplished. Life changed. They say yes to every opportunity. They're looking good up there. But now guess what? There's a next level. Okay. The next level could be the fear of engaging the audience, connecting with the audience, selling from the stage. There's constantly an evolution. At every different level, there's a new devil. And what I mean by that is there's obstacles that come up. It's not a straight line that's going to, once you overcome it, you're good for life. I wish that was the case. But the exciting part is that this is an opportunity for you to continuously improve and grow and develop to become a more confident version of yourself. And one, dare I say, that you wouldn't even expect. You can achieve confidence levels that are unimaginable if you are committed to the mindset of constantly improving. And it requires, though, embracing fear. Now, fear is actually a gift. And they go, what? No, fear is a gift. I don't like fear. I don't like the feelings. I don't like the sensations. The reason that's a gift, because without fear, you wouldn't have the opportunity to be courageous. If you didn't feel fear, you wouldn't be able to be courageous. When you're courageous, what are you earning? What are you building? Confidence. And that's the whole pattern that goes through with it. Fear, opportunity. Do you run away from the fear or do you run towards it? Oh, I'm going to be courageous. I say yes in the face of uncertainty. I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm going to say yes. I'm going to put myself out there. You do it, you get a successful result. Boom, you build confidence. Worst case, it doesn't go exactly as planned. Well, now you have less questions and you have more certainty. You know what you would do different next time. So you can't lose. We want to win with it. It's something to embrace. Because I remember one of the first times that I was at a meditation training and it was like a half-day retreat. I walked in, I'm in a meditation hall. There's about 200 people in the room and we're meditating. It's about 30 minutes into it. My anxiety starts kicking up. I start freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. I got to get out of here. Cutting out all the stimulation. It's just me and my thoughts. It became overwhelming. I got up, had a panic attack, walked out briskly, aka ran out of the room. And I ran into the teacher. She was outside and I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. I freaked out. I'm like, I had a panic attack. I had to get out of there. And she goes, no problem. When you're ready to come back, come back. And I'm like, oh, that's it. I was expecting a lot of judgment. I thought she'd be like, hey, nope, go. You're not ready for this. She's like, no, take your time. Be here outside. When you're ready to join us, come in. And it was outside that I realized something very powerful. It actually changed my trajectory with panic attacks and anxiety, was that I was constantly on the lookout for signs of anxiety, signs that panic was about to come up. My life was on high alert. I was always scanning the environment, scanning internally inside my feelings, my body, like, oh, is it coming? Is it coming? Should I be scared? And it was all because I was afraid to feel fear. I was afraid to feel the sensations. The minute that I realized that my fear of anxiety was creating my anxiety, because I was always on high alert looking for the next sign, what happened was I'd feel it and it would start to dissipate rather quickly. And as soon as I got out of that high alert state and into a more calm and more confident, and the reason I was confident was that when I stopped running and I start pushing it away and fighting it, like, oh, I don't want to feel afraid. I don't want to feel anxiety. I don't want to feel panic attacks. What happened was I started having tools and I started having control. When I shifted around, I was embracing it. It would come up, it would drop. It was almost like a wave where the wave would come up, it would crest, and then it would drop. And then I'd be normal. What happened after that was I started to relax. And so my panic attacks and my anxiety, it would just drop dramatically because of that. But it came from embracing fear. Think about this in your life. All the major events that have happened, the major wins, what was the precursor? I bet a lot of it was uncertainty. You weren't sure if you could do it. The more comfortable that you become with fear and you start embracing it, the more confident you will become. Okay, it's a constant movie. So even an example here for you to really anchor to is that imagine you're watching a movie like Rocky, for example. Okay, Rocky is a movie, a boxer, nobody had any faith in him and he built it up and he went on. Do you imagine if Rocky started boxing, just was destroying all of his opponents, okay, in the first round. Became champion, movie, the end. That would not be a very entertaining movie, would it? It would be, people are like, okay, so he went in, everyone expected him to win, he steamrolled everybody and is the champion. Great, movie over. I want a refund. Nobody would have that. Why? Because there was no fear, there was no drama. Now imagine yourself, though. Put yourself as the main character in your own movie. When you are going in for a goal, so we'll use the boxing analogy, you're going to get punched. You're going to have doubt. You're going to get knocked down. You're going to have to get up. There's going to be times where you have to check in with yourself and go, is this really what I want? Whether it's a boxing analogy or just zoom out even bigger and just you are in an action movie. Okay, you are the main star. The one thing that is constant is on your hero's journey, you're going to have times of adversity. Number one, normalize fear. Right? It doesn't mean that it's evidence that you're not capable. It's not that you aren't good enough, that it's not, you're not the right person for this. That's absolutely not true. This is a required ingredient for you to live a life of accomplishment and achievement, and one with no regrets, because you look back at your life and go, I went for it. It's a required ingredient, but it's also something that's a gift. When fear comes up, situation, come back to this. Two things. Number one, check in with your goal. Why are you doing this? What do you want to achieve? That's the first thing. Number two, courage. This is your opportunity to look back and go, let me use my courage muscle. The uncertainty, I don't know how this is going to go. True. But all you have to do is you take that step. Go for your goals, have the courageous action, and that's going to build a confidence that's going to get you to fast track your achievements and your goals so that you have a life without regrets. Number one, embrace fear. Number two, you are the action hero in this movie. And like any great action movie, there's going to be drama, there's going to be setbacks, there's going to be opponents, there's going to be things to overcome. It's no different for you. As the action hero, opportunity comes up, fear is going to show up, and that's what's going to try talking you out of it. And instead, you go, no, not today. I am a courageous individual. You take that action, you claim your confidence, share your message, put yourself out there, because this world needs more inspiring leaders just like you to step up, that are going to show others that it's possible to overcome fear of public speaking, to get up on stages, share their message, and make that impact that you're here to make. So with that, embrace fear, be courageous, and share your message, because your message matters.